man, we're live.
Really?
Yeah, streaming out to the world.
All right, live.
so, um,
I've never been live before.
I know. Thank you for going live with us for the first time.
Where have I been?
I don't know. I mean, you've been missing out, maybe. So, Isaac, so you don't know, but Nathan and I created this whole series of interviews that we're doing today. It came out of us talking about wanting to acknowledge our fathers.
All right.
So, so all the other interviews were really nice and all, but the nicest thing was that we get to create a permanent record of us acknowledging our fathers and maybe give you that you get that you had a huge impact and role in my life. And that's why I wanted to talk to you a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't disappear. I was around. You know. And
So
I
is
mean,
there so you said you'd worked on a couple of the questions. Is there any question that you really wanted, like that you was standing out to you that you really wanted to dive into?
they're all pretty good except for a couple of them. Like I told you, what are you most proud as a father, and what is your best memory being a father? Are sort of pretty similar.
Okay. Well, let's start there then. What did you said so you kind of combined them, which is totally fine. What do you feel is your proudest or your best memory of being a father?
I don't know. My best memory. Okay, hold on. The thing that I'm most proud of as a father, I guess,
Sure.
is simply being a father and that I helped to some degree to raise you guys up, because I was around. I mean, I never disappeared. That's the thing I'm most proud of. Is simply being a father,
Hmm.
you know.
You were, I mean, from what I remember, you were definitely around.
Well, I'd leave. I mean, I wasn't like totally immersed with the kids, but I was always aware of them and always was, I think I was around. Yeah, I mean, definitely.
So you're and part of that, and maybe if I'm hearing you right, you're part of you proud that you just like decided to be a father, period. Like,
What do you mean?
well, like as you said, like just being a father, like you're
That's
proud
why
of the fact.
I'm really proud of that. I mean, like that encompasses everything.
Hmm,
You know, very proud of being a father. I know I'm repeating myself, but
that's all right.
I definitely am.
What do you what do you think?
Being a father has shaped my life in every way.
Well, so say a little bit more about that. Like, so how is being a father, like what do you see as some of the major impacts that like how did it shape you in
Well,
most
it just, as I just said, Eli, it shaped my life in every way possible. It opened my heart,
mm,
it created a desire to have better relationships with my kids, and I believe I've gotten better at it. It's not something that comes naturally to fathers. Clearly, there's no recipe to being a father except you love your kids and you learn to love them more and more and more. There's no end to loving them.
so you think being a father like actually opened you up to being to more to be able to be more loving as a person?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's the recipe. That's the
That's the recipe. Have kids, become loving.
that's right.
Darn,
I'm
man.
not saying that the people that don't have kids are not, but people that have kids definitely learn how to love. They should. They should, anyways. You
Hmm.
know.
I guess it. Yeah, I could see that being kind of like pretty important.
I mean, it's like a balancing act. You try to savor each milestone with your kids. And like Father's Day, I get a little bit.
hmm. So
As the kids become more independent, Eli. as you guys, one day you look back and you wonder where the past 20 or so years I've gone. You know, you could go back and do it. I would love to go back almost and do it over again.
Is that like because there's regrets around how you did it, or just because you'd like to be able to relive it kind of deal?
Well, like I said, there's no blueprint. There's no like perfect you know recipe that you have to learn on the job.
Hmm.
Now that I've gone through it, I realize how much I've learned. And if I started over again, I mean, I'd obviously be better at it. You know, I don't think I'm like like great at it, but I've tried. I've tried. I know I've tried. You know, I mean,
So
like my father was a very special guy. I have great, incredible memories of him, but he was the polar opposite of me. I think that he was the old style patriarch of the family, the boss. There's no question you have to respect him. And I miss him, but I'm very different. This fatherhood has evolved in the Chaimowicz family to me. I've evolved from my father, I believe, even though my father was a great guy, very kind guy too, very noble, very proud, but complete patriarch. I mean,
hmm.
you guys have sworn at me, so you said, "Oh, well, fuck yourself," and blah blah blah. You never could do that to my father. It'd be over. He'd never look at you again. I mean, it's kind of interesting.
So you feel like you were able to like evolve from where your father took you and give us space, like a little more space than he gave you in a way.
Well, different type, different, you know, totally different philosophies of who you are. Even though my father, like I said, he's a very kind guy, but there was, yeah, yeah, he was the boss. He was the patriarch. He was the head guy. I don't think I'm a big bossy guy. Tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Not, no, definitely not like that.
I don't have just one way. Otherwise, get out of my get out, you're finished. We don't talk ever. I mean, I never insulted my father ever. I think without revealing too much about our family, I've been insulted a few times.
But
Uh,
is there any memory of your father that stands out to you?
well, I mean, yeah, I mean, there's some interesting ones like like, it may not make much sense, but every year my father would get a new car every
Okay.
single year. And as a little guy, I look forward, in my teenage years. Wow, it's a year's up. He's getting a new car, a car that I would drive in and have some sort of relationship with in a way. He let me drive it, you know. And every day, this ring, which is my father's ring, whenever I put it on, every day, I mean, I
Show
kiss
us the ring so we can see it.
Berko Heimovich.
Hold it up a little higher because it doesn't show in the camera. Yeah.
And every day I put it on, I kiss it, and I, I send my love to my father. I never miss every single day.
Hmm.
I'm happy I got this ring. That's the ring he always wore. He had another ring, a diamond ring, but my sister happened to get that. I don't know how, but that's the way it worked.
Well, you wouldn't want a diamond one for yourself, would you?
That was my father's. Yeah, I would, yeah, but it doesn't matter. I got a nice ring,
Right.
like BH, which is kind of funny because I changed the family's name to C, which is ridiculous. I don't know what I did when I was a little guy. I was an immigrant. I didn't know English.
Wait, so you've told me this story, but when you were 8 years old,
Seven,
right?
seven, seven. I came to Canada.
7 years old. So just tell the story a little. So you were coming over from Germany, right?
Right. We were refugees, and my father was the head of a. My father had one brother and five sisters, plus his parents. They were all in East in Germany, and he decided as the head of the family, why is Leia there?
Oh, I don't know.
I
I
don't
just wanted
mind.
to, I
I don't
wanted to
mind.
come in and say Happy Father's Day to you.
It's not till
There's a little
tomorrow.
surprise.
Not till
What?
tomorrow. It's not till tomorrow.
Well,
Are
this
you
is
not
a
available?
Father's Day interview.
You're not available tomorrow?
You're not
Of
going to be
course I'm
on Zoom
available.
tomorrow.
Of course I'm
What?
available tomorrow. Eli just thought it would be nice if we joined and said Happy Father's Day and acknowledged you.
Yeah, I know. It's beautiful to see you. You look beautiful.
Thank you. But I'm not going to interrupt your story. I will get off. I just wanted to say
No,
Happy
well, you
Father's
can
Day.
stay with us for a second unless you have to run, Leia.
No, I have a minute.
Okay, stay with us. Yes, finish your story.
Where's Aiden?
He's not in the room, or else he'd be taking over the entire conversation.
He's awake?
He is awake.
And did Terrence have his interview?
What?
Did Terrence do his interview yet?
Yes.
Oh, he did? Yeah.
I told you, I saved you for last, man.
Save the best for last.
I don't know why. I mean, I feel like, I don't know.
Just... we got the ringer for the end.
Right. So what was I saying?
So you were talking about when you came over and you changed your family's name.
Oh yeah. Our family's real name is Chaimovici. I changed it to Chaimowich, and I changed it again to Chaimowicz. My parents were not educated; they just accepted whatever I did.
So you were, if I remember correctly, when you guys came in, like through the whole immigration thing, they asked you as a 6 or 7-year-old kid how the name was spelt because your parents actually were illiterate and couldn't spell at the time.
Yeah, but probably it happened when I was about 9 or 10. When I arrived in Canada from Germany, I didn't know one word of English. I remember a really traumatic experience. I was in class and I wanted to go to the washroom. I didn't know how to ask. So, the bad thing, it didn't work out that well. As a grade 1 kid, But
wow.
Yeah. I mean, I knew Yiddish, but I didn't know any English.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I mean, you can't really
you want to
imagine
say
that.
to our dad?
I'm sorry?
No, Leia, is there anything you wanted to say specifically?
Just, Happy Father's Day. I'm so happy that you're my dad, and you've always been very supportive, and I am so glad to see you grow every day, into a better father. And you are a great grandfather, and I know how much you love my son. And
Totally.
I think that he brings out a lot of great things in you. And, if you have any regrets, you kind of get to have a do-over with him.
Right. Yeah, I'm
So,
just sorry that I can't see him enough.
I know you will, though. We're all just, going through that. So soon enough, we'll be able to come and see you guys, and he'll love spending time with his grandpa, as I'll love spending time with my father.
He probably doesn't remember me.
He will remember you. Absolutely. Going through that. So soon enough, we'll be able to come and see you guys, and he'll love spending time with his grandpa, as I'll love spending time with my father.
Probably doesn't remember me.
He will remember you. Absolutely.
There's the young guy.
Oh man, what happened?
Noah.
Time with his grandpa, as I love spending time with my father.
Noah. Hi, sweetie.
We can hear you, right?
I assume.
Oh yeah, there we go. So Isaac was just telling us some stories.
That's cool, man, Eli, that you brought everybody in. Where's Linda?
All right, people.
You're not her dad.
No, I'm not her dad. Yeah. No, this was,
Isaac was just telling us some stories.
That's cool, man, Eli, that you brought everybody in. Where's Linda?
All right, people.
You're not her dad. So we have a little echo going or something.
Yeah, a little echo.
The delay.
Is it the delay?
I think so.
No, listen, I was just asking Isaac a couple questions, and really, I just wanted everybody to have the opportunity so we could wish him a happy Father's Day all together. We're all over the world right now.
That's so kind.
What's that, Isaac?
That's so kind of you guys to organize it like this, you know?
I've got to go, but I love you, Isaac, and enjoy your interview.
Why do you gotta go?
Because Aiden is getting a little upset his mommy's not around.
Well, you
Bring
got
him just
you
to
got daddy,
say
you know?
hello, Leia, before you hang up.
What's
Alright.
that?
Hold on.
Just let him say hello before she hangs up.
Aiden, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my love.
Oh, hi, Terrence.
Hi.
Hi.
Isaac.
Hi, sweetie pie.
Grandpa. Say hi to Grandpa.
Hi.
Say hi. Say hi to everyone.
Hi. This?
He's getting
Those
happy.
my glasses? Remember the glasses?
Yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna go build. Okay.
Is it snack time, Leia?
Yes, it's many things times.
Many things time.
You say hi. You say hi.
Sweetie.
Hi,
Say
Aiden. He's
Okay. We
thinking
don't,
about it.
Hi, Aiden.
you okay now? Yes.
So sweet.
Okay. Say bye bye. Say bye bye.
Bye bye, Aiden.
Say
Bye,
bye bye.
Aiden.
Okay. I love you, Isaac. Happy Father's Day.
Love you guys too.
Okay.
Don't hang up, Isaac.
No.
Bye.
All right. Bye, Leia. All right. No, so I didn't know if you just wanted to say a couple words before we wrap up.
Okay.
Don't hang up, Isaac.
I'm not hanging up.
No, I know. There's an echo for some reason.
Noah, you look
Noah,
like
do you have us on two
Bar.
devices? Is that why? No, so I didn't know if you just wanted to say a couple words before we wrap up. Huh. Okay.
I'm not hanging up.
No, I know. There's an echo for some reason.
Noah, you look
Noah, do you have us on two devices?
No, I don't.
So I didn't know if you just wanted to say a couple words before we wrap up. Huh. All right. Well, Isaac, I hope you like the surprise, man. I just figured you might think it was
Eli,
fun.
that was a good move. Good move.
Good move,
Seriously,
right?
I'll never forget it.
So
It's
I
a
know for me,
real cool move.
the more I grow up, the more I realize that, you know, I used to be angry a lot for some things that I thought you should do or things that you
Well,
shouldn't.
probably I should have. You know, probably your anger was valid.
No,
Let him give the apology.
what I've discovered is that, you know, you were doing the best you could, and based on who I am and where my life is at, I'd have to say you did a pretty damn awesome job. So,
I'm happy to hear that.
and
I mean, I
yeah.
tend to, I'd like to really believe that, you know.
Well, I'm
You-
not saying it just to
you
sound
guys
good.
were always in my heart, no matter what. You're all, you three guys were in my heart totally. I'd do anything to keep us together. You know, I really mean that.
Noah, anything you want to say, Noah?
Sure. I guess I was just gonna say, it's funny when you say, Isaac, that you wanted to be more maybe around when you were younger. In the end, I guess like when we were younger, I don't remember that many times that I would come to you and ask you what I should do in life. But then again, I don't really think I did that with anyone at all very much. And now I find that I do, and I like having that relationship, even though whether it's more of a dad or a friend or a mentor,
Dad,
uh,
Dad.
I don't know, but I do know that I'm really happy to have you in my life and that you are my dad,
Yeah.
of course. But, I love you. I know you love me. I think you've always meant to do the best for us as kids. And, you try to be a classy person as much as you can. And I think that's a good role model for all of us. As you say, maybe you have a different philosophy from other people on some things. Maybe I share some of that, maybe I don't, but it's good to learn that, you can be an individual.
And
And
there's a lot more that's going to happen between us yet.
yeah,
A lot more stuff.
for
It's not
sure.
over, right? You mean this ride's not done?
Not done, man. No, really. I intend this will go a lot. We have a lot further to go.
Well, I like the idea of us renting a house again at some point in the near future.
That was such a great memories I had of that experience.
Say that again, Isaac. I'm sorry, I didn't hear it.
I have great memories of that time we spent out there. Just the smell of the air, being in the woods, it was incredible.
So Isaac, I got one question for you.
Yeah.
You said, being a father shaped your entire life and it changed you so much. So
Yeah.
real quick, describe the Isaac that was before he was a father.
Oh, a maniac. No, really. I mean, like totally like dogmatic and like, you know, you know, go off on people and, just be really probably a lot like my father. Like, I was the boss. No question. And you guys took away my crown. And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you guys definitely never considered me the boss. And maybe I tried to be, but I got shut down.
I think it's funny it's a generational thing, Isaac, somewhere in that, like,
maybe,
some
whatever.
guys, and you, like you said, you didn't really, I think you had a point in your life where you decided you wanted to be the boss,
I think
but
I was
early
born
on
like
you didn't.
I was born like that.
Yeah, but I think early on with us, you had really much decided, like, no, you guys be your own bosses. I don't want to get up in your shit too much.
It's in my
And then eventually, as we get a little wild, you were like, hey, chill out. What do you think this is? Eli, calm down. No, what do you think you're doing here? Leia, well, just keep it up. But whatever.
So obviously, you guys, for whatever reason, decided that's not going to be the way it is. And
But I don't think any of us, at least,
I think
in all
I think
honesty, lost.
good.
I think we always, definitely always loved you. And, everybody, when you're a kid, at a certain point, you're like, oh, I wish I was getting something like this, or that my life was a specific way. And as you get older, like, I think you realize that you definitely probably were cherishing the moments as they happened and realized that they're actually, a good way to shape your life. And you can't force anything. But I think that we've all kind of addressed our errors and our failures. And the fact that we're all still there for each other and supporting each other is really the important part of being a family.
Totally.
Nice, no.
Totally.
So, okay, are you guys going to finish up, or what's your deal?
No, that was really, I was really wanting to trick Isaac into answering some questions so we could trick him into having all of us here together.
Perfect.
No, that was great, Eli. Thank you for the experience.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow for dinner.
Oh, is that still happening?
Of course. What? It's not Father's Day yet. This is just a preview.
You mean my favorite, the steak au poivre?
Of course.
Oh my goodness, I can hardly wait.
We'll work out the details offline, time and stuff like that.
I just wish Noah could be there. I would love that.
Me too, guys. I'll try to make a steak and I'll call you up and show you.
There you go. You can hang out with us over virtual.
That would be cool, Noah.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll let you know
if my steak looks better.
Yeah, wow, easy there.
We'll see.
Well, you both,
We'll let you know what time dinner's
both
at.
are really good cooks. That's all I know.
Okay.
Great cooks, both of you.
Love you both. And Isaac, I love you extra special for today just because, why not?
Why not? Why not, man?
Isaac, I really give you a lot of credit, man. You're doing pretty good for your first. This is Isaac's first live.
Ever.
He's never Zoomed before. Look how smooth he is.
He's got more to say than he thinks. Most people do.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think me and Noah should do a blog on sports.
Yeah.
Wow. Isaac and Noah on.
Get it together.
Because we both really are quite opinionated in sports. And I think we know quite a bit.
Only in sports?
Yeah. Probably. That's our expertise.
Maybe a little bit of pottery, or I don't know. Mostly sports.
No, I'm saying you guys are only opinionated in sports?
Well, we have other opinions too, but we keep them a little more private.
Yeah.
Thanks, Eli.
I love you, Isaac. Thanks for doing this.
I love you too, Eli.
No, I love you, man. Talk to you soon. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Take care, guys.
Thanks for showing up, Noah.
Sure.
That was great.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
What do? I just go off?
I'm going to end it all. Don't worry. It will end automatically.